Hi, I'm Remi Aubuchon. I'm the showrunner, executive producer of Falling Skies. I thought it would be a big challenge. I've never worked on a show before where I've come in on a second season expecting to run it. And I kind of thought, oh my God, what am I going to be stuck with? I kind of thought, can I really actually do this? But it turned out that the group in the first season had done an awesome job of setting up the mythology. Thought the only thing I wanted to make sure that we did is up the game. They had done such a great job of starting the machinery going, and I just didn't want to lose momentum on that. I wanted to keep it going and really push the story forward, but also keep the tension strong and stuff. And that was often a challenge. It was certainly a production challenge. And I was left with also a cliffhanger in the first season that many people have told me they would have just walked away from the job if they had gotten that. So from that point of view, I feel like we did a good job of painting our way out of that corner. Especially in a genre show, I think fans are an integral part of it. They're so engaged. I've worked on lots of other shows, and never felt that the fans were as vocal as they are in a genre piece. But I've now been on several genre shows where they really speak their mind, and I do listen to it. And while I won't say that they directly influence the story, they certainly are a great barometer for us. Some young fan came up and said, I don't understand, why do the Skitters, why don't they have weapons? Why are they using boxing and hitting people and stuff? And out of that evolved the idea that in fact they do. It's the mechs, and they control the mechs. And so we made a point of, in the second season, saying that out loud. And so in that way, they do have an influence on the show. We have a great science advisor, Kevin Grazier, who really truly is a rocket scientist, and was very influential on Battlestar Galactica, Caprica, and many other shows. But he's been amazing to us, and those sessions with him were like little kids sitting and listening to a professor where he just explains the universe to us. It's pretty great. I made a decision at the beginning of the second season that I wanted all of our science to be based on reality. I didn't want any magic, and I didn't want anything that really pushed the envelope of credulity. And Kevin has been awesome at doing that, really giving us an idea of how this really could happen. The two main writers that really influenced me a lot and made me believe I could do it were William Goldman and reading Adventures in the Screen Trade. I still recommend that to people as something. It's to if you want to be a writer, read that. And reading Robert Towne's Chinatown script was a huge revelation for me about how you could present a narrative filmic experience on paper. In television, Charles Dickens. And I know that sounds weird, but I believe that he's the father of episodic writing, and I'm a huge fan of his. And John Irving, who also is a fan of Charles Dickens, really believes in the power of an episode, because Charles Dickens had to do that, and we have to do that. We have to make a show interesting and make an audience come back every week, and yet at the same time keep that chapter really interesting and full of stuff.